And then today, we go to Kankakee, Illinois again.
Kankakee.
We talked to you when my daughter went there to begin and her trip there for the summer and why she was going. And we talked with Bill and Allison from WKAN, there, AM 1320, Talk Radio. And now, here in the final days of her time in Kankakee, my daughter Brandi is co-hosting, filling in for Allison on that radio show. Bill, Brandi, welcome to the show. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're great.
Bill, we're getting down to the end now. I mean,
2 weeks, 2 more weeks.
oh, Bill.
So how's the perception of Kankakee out there?
Bill, tell us the truth. Are the people of Kankakee ready to see her go, or will there be tears?
There will be tears. She has really endeared herself to the people here. They really like her. I genuinely like her.
You sound so shocked.
No, I'm not shocked. It's just that she has far exceeded any expectations we could have had.
Yeah, now let's revisit, Bill.
Well, she is from New York City.
Let's, I think it's the Alabama in her that
That's
really got the.
what I was going to say. I think it's a home.
Yeah. Southern girl knows how to get in there in hospitality, do a little gripping and grinning. Now, let's talk a little bit, Bill, because it's people in our audience, and you guys have done a pretty good job, I'm sure, talking about there. They may be updated, may not even remember why Rick's daughter and Brandi that they've you listened to grow up on the show ended up in Kankakee. Remind the audience again about why she was there and what hopefully was accomplished again.
So we really wanted to just infuse more arts and culture into our community, and we think that is a genuine way to spur things on and change the way people feel about the town they live in and attract new people to come and start businesses here and call this their hometown. And Brandi has done an amazing job of she doesn't stop. It's just 24/7. Brandi's always got something going on and jumping into community events in any way she can. And, she's in the midst of this iPhone Film Festival that she's put together. Mm-hmm. We just did a whole play based on the constellations. Mm-hmm. It's just every day there's something different with Brandi. I don't know if we were really ready for what we got.
Well, you put a Burgess on the job. Now, it's not just going to be window dressing. I mean, we're here to get something done.
100%, 110.
100%. You know what? I talked about it with the guys earlier. One of the beautiful things about social media now is I literally, Bill, have been able to, watch the daily events that have been put on there in Kankakee. And, Brandi, I will tell you, I know that I sound like the proud papa here. I have been blown away by how many things you have put together since you've been there. I mean, every day I was exhausted just watching the pictures.
It has been exhausting, but it's been amazing and rewarding, and I couldn't have done it without the people of Kankakee. Because, with theater, you have to have people participating. So there's this, scary moment where I'm like, well, I'm bringing all these theater and film events. I hope people show up, and people have showed up every time. And then also a big part of my work has been plugging into the amazing arts and culture that's already happening here. Like, next week I'll be performing with KVTA's Taste of Broadway event.
Yeah.
And singing a song, a part of that, to raise money for their next season. And so it's been so exciting, filled with moments. And the 48-hour Film Fest concludes tonight. We'll have our screening this weekend, and then we have a play series next week, and it'll be right up until the end. We'll be going.
And she's found her way to kind of provide her expertise in a whole bunch of little things. And one of those areas of expertise I wasn't ready for was SEC football.
See there? Now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. Boy, Rick, you're so proud. Right?
Gosh, I've never been prouder.
You're tearing up, man.
People know all about War Eagle. They know how the elephant ties in with the tide. I didn't know this stuff. We don't learn this in school here.
Mm-hmm. Look, no offense, Bill, but y'all could use a little SEC there.
Yep.
I mean,
you could use a lot of SEC. Sure.
Did you teach Brandi how to plant corn?
We did. We planted some corn together. Sure.
Yeah, I haven't checked on my garden plot lately.
Yeah, that's an issue, Brandi. I was going to talk to you about that. The corn isn't really doing that well.
I thought we had planted beans, but apparently they were peas, and we should have put in a rod for them to grow on. We didn't do that.
Yeah, big difference there.
Yeah, they won't run on the ground as well.
No. Yeah. What about because your grandmother just came back. I just talked to her yesterday. Came out to see you. And she just was talking about, and I guess watching this too, Bill, this community, it's kind of, and we do these updates on our show. I'm sure you do them on yours. These Your America, look at the current state of America, and let's face it, some of it's not so great now. Yeah. And one of the things I like watching this, it seems like there communities like yours, there's still a little bit of Americana still there. I mean, I see the gazebo and the town coming out for what I call kind of a county fair look, and you got the marketplace where everybody brings in their crops and everybody comes in, and seeing people just coming out outdoors, and hey, one night everybody's over here, we're all getting together and we're going to do watercolors over here at this historic building, and Brandi, how was that? I mean, because you grew up in around Birmingham. You've been in Philadelphia. You've been in New York. What was it like to see that America again?
It's honestly so refreshing, and there's something so homey about it, and maybe it is because I grew up in a similar environment. But it's also just astounding to see the generosity of people, because everything we've done here has been minimal budget. I mean, mostly a $0 budget, to be honest.
Sure.
But people have showed up and they've participated, and people have donated their time to me and helped me get places and give me directions. And there's just so much to do together as a community here. And I find that so inspiring, because so often when I try to do things in more urban, expensive environments, you really can't, because, the person who's in charge of the budget is like, well, how much is this going to cost me? What is this going to do for me? How are we going to profit from this? And here, that's never been a discussion. It's been, yes, okay, how can I help?
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump in. And it's just been this summer of risk-taking and testing the limits of possibility, and also just collaborating together on things out of everyone's comfort zones. And it's so refreshing and inspiring, and it's just been filled with positivity, which, I mean, honestly, I've never seen before in my adult life in any city I've lived in to this level.
It's pretty cool.
It's really great to see a place at Starbucks. It's not the center of town. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, we got all the farmers coming together. That's our center of town.
Yeah, well, and plus, the restaurants are. It's the only. A lot of them are the name of the restaurant. That's the one location.
Yeah,
it's not chain. A lot of chains or anything like that. And when I saw Nana's Cafe, I was like, well, hey,
I knew I wanted to eat lunch.
My goodness, can I have a
good
piece,
cooking?
Can I have a piece of pie today?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, those cupcakes.
Well, Rick, I wanted to give you one kind of more serious update.
Okay.
I know we kind of looked at this situation, and there was a secret kind of hidden agenda.
Sure.
And there have been some suitors that have come out of the woodwork.
Well, I was wondering, whether there would be some gentlemen callers.
Boys, and it's a nice woodwork, and they just crawled right out of it. And she is she's beating them off with the proverbial stick.
Yeah, well, I saw that one coming.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, I think quite frankly, and I don't want to speak for Rick, but it's, Uncle Bubba here looking on. I think Rick was hoping that there would be some of that come out of this, because the alternative is he's going to have a son-in-law from Prague, and he wasn't too excited about that.
No, we've got some good options here. I'm trying to, it's like the NFL draft really at this point. You've got your top picks, but you don't know if she's going to go with Johnny Football or if she's going to go with a lineman.
Yeah, right. Boy.
There could be a dark horse in there you don't know about.
Whatever the team needs. Now, of course, I always want to look to genetics, and see what they're bringing to the table. But I understand that they're probably, Brandi, I mean, did you have some gentlemen callers while you were there?
Well, there's been some few.
There's been some interest.
Yeah. Now Nana told me about one dude that you actually
met. That was embarrassing.
Started dating, and broke up with all in the same day.
Yeah, that was about a 48-hour relationship.
Good gracious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was wow. It was hot and heavy.
But your time
before I even knew we were in a relationship. It was astounding.
But your time together was priceless.
Bubba,
it was short, but it was sweet.
Well, picture this line. The guy actually said, I know I'm supposed to be taking you to some place you're supposed to.
Brandi's hating this right now.
Yeah, and
can't believe it.
And he didn't he pull the line. I know you felt it just like I did. That instant connection.
Yeah. Well, it was undeniable.
Yeah, you were like, no, I missed that. I didn't see that.
Not quite. No?
Just Rick and Bubba, just so you guys know, every once in a while when I do have to grab the wheel and say, okay, Brandi, we got to steer it this way.
Right.
Here's back in the direction. There you go. That's better.
Yeah, he's been my wild card warning sign.
Oh, that's good.
No, not that one, Brandi.
Look,
Brandi, that's a loose cannon.
Yeah. Well, Bubba was talking about this.
Carefully.
He was teaching his own son this week about Intel. I mean, Intel's important out in the dating world. So having Bill, somebody who's local, he can go, I know that looks good on paper. That's a bad move right there.
Yeah, he's been my ally there.
And every once in a while I remind you, okay, hey, Brandi, this is the real deal. Don't mess this up.
But, look,
Tone it down a little bit, okay?
Yeah, tone down the cray. Well, Daddy always
Brandi,
says,
I'm
as
real.
long as you're finer than you are crazy, you're okay. And I think I dangerously toe the line.
All right, Brandi, have you seen the hot matrix chart, hot versus crazy matrix chart that was out on the internet this
you
week?
got to see it,
I
Brandi,
need
Bill.
to be educated about this.
Oh my
immediately.
gosh, it is the funniest thing you've ever seen. But I did want to know this, Brandi. What are the pickup lines there in Kankakee?
Oh, well.
Wow, so
It's been so long since I've used one. I don't know what the current
Well, I mean, what are they?
lines are.
Well, what are they using on you, Brandi? What have you heard?
Well, I don't know if I don't know if I feel comfortable discussing in front of my dad.
He's not here?
Yeah.
Some references to
You put it on
corn
Instagram.
Well, there was references to what?
peeling corn husks.
Oh boy,
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
go.
didn't love that one.
Wow, a lot of corn lines.
Yeah.
Well, Brandi, it's been good to talk to you. Wrapping it up. Now, we have enjoyed the update, and I know it's been an incredible time. And I hate to say it, it's going to be kind of sad. I mean, 2 weeks, and when you invested that much time in the community and met all these new people, and now moving on to the next project, hopefully it won't be the last time you're there.
Yeah, I hope I'll find my way back here.
Well, Bill, thanks for looking after her, and I really appreciate you guys believing in her, and thank you for the encouragement of the job that she's done there.
He's been amazing.
Proud of you, Brandi.
Got a good one.
Thank you.
Dad.
Thank you. Love you too, honey. Well done. And
Bill, continued success.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep getting after it there, Bill. You're doing a great job for your community. And Brandi, I guess I need to plan somehow to get to Prague.
Yeah, get on the plane, Dad.
All right. Love you. See you.
Love you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.